From those inspo, we made this round neck vest. Hi guys, my name is Naya John. I teach ladies how to make beautiful dresses. So first, we're going in with our start line. Once you've created it, the next thing to do is to fold your paper into 2 equal parts like this. The full length of this paper is actually 24 inches, and that's the full length I'll be working with. If you want your vest to be longer, definitely increase the length. You can attach extra paper, okay? Good. Now the next thing you want to do on your start line, you'll be going in by half of your shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 17 by half. That will give me 8.5, and I marked 8.5. Now for the neckline, we'll be going in by 5.5 inches. What did I say? 5.5 inches. Now for the depth, we are going in by 2 inches. Okay, this one pattern paper will serve for the front and the back. You don't need any zipper, you don't need any button. Okay, now get your French curve or your curved rule and then connect. Now the next thing you want to do is to create your shoulder slope. That point where you marked for your shoulder, go down by 1 inch and connect to your neck line. Just to be honest, for this project, your shoulder measurement is basically the most important measurement, and if you like, it's very optional. You can now add your waist circumference if you want your vest to be fitted after you have knotted it. Okay, now if you know you want your waist area to be fitted, please take your tape rule, go in by your waist line. Now the waistline for me is 15 inches. I'll mark 15 inches. I'll roll across that point, and that will be my waist line. Now for the circumference of my waist circumference is 28. Divide 28 by what? By 4, and that will give me 7, right? And then I'll add stitching allowance, and that will give me, so I marked 8, and I'll connect it back to the shoulder line just like this. Now from the waistline, I'll connect all the way to the hem of my piece, giving that very slight AE shape. If you want yours to be straight, you can just take it from the shoulder all the way to the hem, straight up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to label the lines: the shoulder line, the waist. That point where we have the waistline is where we'll be fixing. At this point, guys, belts. You can cut out. After cutting out, place on your fabric. Okay, after cutting out, place this on your main fabric. Okay, and carefully cut out as well. Make sure you secure the paper on your fabric with pins, okay, so that it doesn't shift. After cutting out, you have one more chance to increase the length of your vest if you want to. Okay, so if you have not added your stitching allowance to the length, make sure you do so at this point. Once you're done cutting out, you have no reason whatsoever to join. Don't join on your vest unless you don't have a problem with that. But here I added 1 extra inch for stitching, half for the shoulder, half for the hem. So here I have my front piece and my back piece. Make sure you notch the waistline. What did I say? Make sure you notch the waistline. This will help you indicate the point where you should add your belt. Okay, now with that said, it's time to create the belts that will be by the sides. Also for the belt, the length of the belt should be about 18 inches, but when you add your stitching allowance, that should be 19 inches. So what I have here is 19 inches for the length and 4 inches for the wideness. 19 inches for the length and 4 inches for the wideness, so that when you fold it into 2, by the time you're done sewing, right, you'd have a wideness of 1.5 inches and a length of 18 inches. I hope that makes sense. So you need 4 of this belt, 4 pieces, right? You need 4, 2 for the left side and 2 for the right side of your vest. Now keep that aside. When we go to the sewing machine, we'll stitch it up. Okay, get the front piece for your vest, the front piece only. Okay, you're going to go down on the neckline by 1 inch, just 1 inch. Go ahead and cut out just like this. This should allow the neck area for the front to be properly relaxed. Okay, now for if you want this welt pocket illusion, if you want it, you can create it. If you don't want it, go straight to the sewing machine. If you notice, I've already drafted out my pocket. I want it to be 3 inches long and 5 inches wide after sewing. So I have ½ inch around the box, the rectangle I created. Those ½ inch is for sewing allowance. So I'll simply place this on my main fabric and just cut out. Here I'm just checking where I'll be placing the pocket. Okay, so after cutting on your main fabric, make sure you cut the lining for your vest as well. The next thing now will be to take everything to the sewing machine. I'll start by stitching up the straps, that's the belt. Basically, to stitch the belt, you're going to close every area of the belt except for one edge. This means that you're going to leave one edge unsewn so that you can turn it from that edge. Now, after stitching up, this is how to turn it to the right side. You're going to get either your scissors or something tinier. From that edge which you sew, which you closed, you're going to try turning it just like this. You can see what I just did. I use my scissors to turn it to the right side. So that is why you need to leave one edge open. So that edge that you left open, you'll be using that edge that is open to fix on your waistline. When you've successfully turned all four, go ahead and iron flat. If you didn't know that you could turn your straps with your scissors, now you know. Moving on, get your front piece and your back piece. If you want to know your front piece, that one that has the deeper neckline is your front piece, because we made the front piece 3 inches depth, but the back piece 2 inches depth. Okay, now once you've figured that out, make sure you join the shoulders. Before you are doing this, hope you have cut your lining. Yeah, make sure you cut your lining before joining the shoulders. So after doing this for the main fabric, I also do the same for the lining. Once you're done with the shoulders, the next one will be to fix the belt. Remember the area we notched? Yeah, the waistline. That's exactly where you fix your belt. So I'm using pin right now to pin up my belt on those area we notched. 2 for the front piece and 2 for the back piece. Now once you've pinned up the belt, the next one will be to get your lining. Okay, this is the lining for the vest. Make sure you pin up shoulder to shoulder and then stitch up the neck line. So this is exactly how you pin it, then stitch up the neckline. After you have stitched the neckline, the next thing you want to do is to give it a very good notch round about the neckline very well. Then flip this to the right side just like this. Now how do you do it? To do this, just hold the main fabric, hold the shoulder of the main fabric, and also hold the shoulder of your lining just like I have done. Now you're going to sandwich every other part of your vest into that shoulder areas. Let me just show you. You don't understand what I'm saying, just look at what I'm doing. So if you hold both shoulders, push everything inside, wrap it around the other part of your vest. Use your pin. Okay, your pin is your friend. Use your pin to secure the shoulder area. Once you secure the shoulder area, you can now go and hold the other part of your vest just like I'm doing. Right, you can secure with pins before you go ahead to stitch down. Now make sure that you don't stitch the hem of your vest, that's the down part of your vest. Don't stitch it. Okay, so you're going to just pin up. After pinning up, you take it to the sewing machine and stitch. Make sure you leave the down part of your vest unsewn. Okay, so you can see the way I'm putting the belt inside. I'm just taking my time to show you this process because I know that this point may be a little challenging. Okay, once you're done stitching, please don't stitch the hem, okay, because that's where you'll be turning it from. So this is our vest. I'll flip it to the right side and this is what we'll have. Go ahead and iron. Now to fix the pocket illusion, we are going in by 21 inches from the shoulder line, and after indicating the center, we'll go in on 2 inches on both sides. So we'll be placing the pocket from that 2 inches. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side, and then I'll simply go and stitch. While stitching, I'll make sure not to stitch on the lining, just the main fabric. Now the next one will be to stitch up the down part, the hem, and exactly how I'm holding it is what you would do to stitch up the hem. And guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, drop a comment, and I made this very interesting and detailed tutorial. If you have not seen it, please go and see that video. With that said, see you in my next video, guys. Bye.